Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is my second video in my series, my Libra experience dating through the signs. The first video was Cancer, this one is Capricorn. I'd like to start off by saying, first of all, I curse. Sometimes I curse a little bit, sometimes I curse a lot. If you don't like people cursing, then you might want to exit stage left now. But I think it'll be a very entertaining video, so if you can get past the cursing, just stay with us. Also, in the event that you hear some children in the background, get over it. I got kids, okay? Last but not least, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. I am trying to build up my channel. The more you guys show me love, the more videos I drop for you. I think I'm gonna do another one tonight also. I do have to work tonight, so I'll probably drop another video for you guys. But let's get into it. Okay, so this is my experience dating the Capricorn man. Okay, so first I'll start off by saying that I dated this Capricorn man for the better part of 2 years, on and off. Well, not even on and off. We dated. We were dating. We were not in a committed relationship. We weren't even only dating each other, okay? But we were dating. I met him on a dating app. At the time, I had a very demanding career, and going outside was just not really even gonna happen. I'm also not really social. I'm really not that friendly, hence the page name, introverted Libra. So dating apps is definitely the way to go for me. He was on the dating app, we matched, and then both of our bios had some pretty nerdy shit in it. Like, I think we started talking about ancient aliens first, honestly. That started the conversation. As soon as we started messaging, it was like nonstop. It was like, oh my God. I feel like I'm really into some, what most people would call weird shit, you know? I very much like conspiracy theories and alien talk. I'm all into the occult and tarot and spirituality, and everything that comes with that. I have a lot of Scorpio placements. I actually have a Scorpio stellium, so that Scorpio Pluto energy is real heavy in my chart. So, you know, I'm into all of that hidden stuff. He met me on that level. We talked for a very long time. We started talking about like past lives and regressions and stuff like that. Next thing I know, it's like 1 a.m. He's like, let's go out to eat. It's like, sir, I don't know you. It's 1 a.m. We just met online. And then what did I do? Dumbass went. Not really dumb, because it turned out okay. It worked out in my favor, but it could have not worked out in my favor. But I did not just jump out there. Obviously, I met him at a restaurant. In order for me to be able to even spend as much time with him, I had to be able to understand his work, because that was such a big part of his life. Capricorns, if they can talk to you about their jobs, if they're able to get some of that off and you're able to follow them, you know, and just understand, and they're able to vent about work stuff, that, you know what I'm saying, that's a big plus for them. He was a cybersecurity engineer, and he worked at a very secure building. I'll just leave it at that. And I learned a lot from him. Like, the one thing that I love the most about dating the Capricorn man is that he was so freaking intelligent. That man was so smart. To this day, I've not come across, nor before him, a man more intelligent than him. Like, when that man talked, I listened. When he would speak so passionately, because he was so into the things that he knew, so knowledgeable about the things that he was sharing with me, that I mean, I was just like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a Libra, I love an intellectual. I love a man that can teach me something. I love being able to learn something from you. And that man taught me a lot. Definitely not gonna lie about that. I learned a whole lot with him. With that being said, because he was so intelligent, sometimes he was a little condescending, and I did not like that at all. And okay, when I say sometimes, a lot of times he was very condescending, not directly to me, just in the way that he spoke to and about people in general. He was really condescending. Not always been the most intelligent person in the room, but he's always been very smart, and for that reason he kind of looked down on people sometimes. That was a big issue for me. Also, Capricorn men are kind of autonomous, you know, like he made it very clear from the beginning that he really just wanted to date. He wasn't looking for a committed relationship at the time, which was perfectly fine with me because I was still getting my career off the ground at that point. Like I said, I had a very demanding career, so pouring into a relationship wasn't really what I was prepared for. Also, now in hindsight, I've not really been relationship minded for a very long time. So dating is really what I was looking for. So that worked out fine. So while we were literally in the same city, not very far from each other, we dated often. He did date other women that lived in other cities, which was perfectly fine with me. We were very open and honest about it from the beginning. I knew what was going on. He knew what was going on with me. We had an understanding. It was a very healthy situation. So no pressure. Now, that being said, what he said versus his actions, two different things. Because it was, I don't want the commitment. I'm not trying to, you know, be married with kids right now. Because also, I have children. He had no kids. Okay, perfectly fine. I'm not even trying to, you know, let you meet my kids right now. Like, I barely know you. But he was very much into Sunday fun days, like family days. Like, it was like clockwork. Hey, let's go do something. Not just let's go, me and you. Me, him, and the kids. Like, he always wanted to do family type things, and he loved that shit. Like, he tried to act like he didn't really want that, but he loved that shit. So much so, I had to tell him that we cannot be an everyday thing, because that's not the type of relationship that we built up. He said he was okay with that. He was obviously not okay with that, okay? But he tried to act like it. Outside of that, I will say that because he had such a good career and he was so stable, he was also very generous. So we did everything. We did all types of things, and there was just no limit to the type of fun we could have, you know, whether it was in our city or another city or state, or, you know, whatever the case was. Like, it was just let's do something spontaneous most of the time. That's another thing. He was very okay. My bad. My video stopped. But anyway, I was saying that he was really spontaneous, which I like, because I'm such a premeditated social person. It's like I have to plan to be social. I have to plan for outings. Like, if I didn't know yesterday that I was going to do this today, it's probably not going to happen today, because I'm just not very spontaneous. But he was a very spontaneous, a very, you know, hey, let's get up and go do this real quick, or let's go take this hour drive, or let's go out here, like just random and spontaneous. And that, at first I was just like, no, like, how you just gonna spring this on me? You know what I'm saying? But I had so much fun, and I got to experience so many more things that I'd never done and experienced before. So I learned real quick to stay ready because at any moment he was popping up. Whereas, you know, if I don't have no plans, I might lay around in, you know what I'm saying, some pajamas all day, or I might just be reading a book, or, you know, watching movies, or doing a little studying. But I had to always, like, get up, be dressed, be prepared, because at any given moment he's gonna want to go do something. That's what I did like, because it did get me into the always be ready mode, you know. So I appreciate that. Also, he was so ambitious. He was so ambitious that he was, just him being him motivated me to be more. Like, it was like, ooh, like, he's always moving and shaking and coming up with something else. And you know what I'm saying? I can't be no boring, basic, blah bitch if, you know, the man that I'm with is always leveling up. Like, he was studying, taking classes, even though he had a great job. I mean, he was a 6-figure earner a few times over. You know what I'm saying? So But still, he was always trying to better himself, always trying to take a class to earn more, always trying to take a class to learn more, and always motivating me to do the same. So that was the beginning of also we were going into the age of Aquarius, so it kind of really fit the energy of the time. But literally, that was the beginning of me taking my random research into hardcore study mode. Like, I even started taking some IT classes at that point. So I really appreciated that about him also. Because we did date other people, he often mentioned the other people. Like, if he was having an issue with one of the other women, or if something happened and he just didn't understand, so he was maybe processing it, he liked to talk about it. And I don't really like a man that likes to talk about other women, because why the fuck are you talking to me about another woman when I'm standing in front of you, sitting in front of you, laying in front of you, looking like this? Like, I don't want to hear about her. I didn't like that at all. I didn't like it, and I also didn't do it, because even though I dated other people, I never mentioned another man in front of him. Even though we were both open to dating other people, he didn't even know that I dated anybody else, or if I was dating anyone else, because I never mentioned it. Like, it's not his business, and to me it's also very tacky. If we don't need to discuss other people, then why are we doing that? You know what I'm saying? I didn't like that. Let's see, what else about the Capricorn man? He was very close with his family. I did like that. He had a twin brother. Him and his brother were very close. His mother, he was very close with his mother also. That was a good thing. It was a positive for me. Although he had no kids, he was very good with my kids. He made sure to wait for me, you know what I'm saying, to be okay with something before he tried to do something different with my children. He didn't push any of my boundaries. He respected my parenting. He was very cautious about how he handled them. He never questioned anything, and I was, very, like, my daughters really liked him because of the way he treated me. So they got to see it, like, he was always opening doors and dropping off flowers before he went to do something else, or popping up with a random gift for either me or the kids. He treated them like princesses, and that was a very positive experience for them, which I appreciated also. He even pushed me to do more things or different things with my children, which, again, just more motivation. I loved it. Those were all good things, good qualities about this Capricorn man. One thing that I really could not get jiggy with was the fact that he was a short man. It was kind of bad. I hate to say this, and then he see this video, because I would never want to hurt anybody's feelings, but honestly, I probably could have stayed in a relationship with him if I was being satisfied sexually, but I was just not. He wasn't doing it for me, guys, and I'm sorry. It didn't matter how much money he had, which was a lot. It didn't matter how good he treated me, which was great. How good he was with my kids. If I'm not satisfied, what am I supposed to do? I can't fake that. I mean, and he was really good. I moved across the country, okay, and he planned a surprise birthday weekend for me without me even knowing. Popped up, and it was like a 3-day weekend of just amazing birthday surprises. It was really nice. It was actually the best birthday anybody's ever given me. I loved it. And then right after that, he was considering moving out of the country. He even asked me if I would be willing to go out of the country with him. And I really had to kind of cut it short, because I just wasn't, I didn't want to keep lying. Like, I just couldn't do it. And also, although I was okay with dating other men, it's like, if I like you, I need to be getting everything from you. And I just wasn't getting everything from him. So we ended up not talking. One thing I will say is, he doesn't take breakups very well. In the course of us talking to each other, we stopped talking twice, both times because of me, and neither time did he take it very well. He was very much, I don't know, a sore loser. He was really bitter about it. Capricorns do have some slick ass mouths, so he did used to talk a lot of shit, but you know, I talk shit right back. So there's that. It was a challenging relationship, but it was also, I don't know, it was, in retrospect, very necessary. I learned a lot. I grew a lot in that relationship. Hopefully, I would like to say that he did too, that I taught him some things as well, or made him aware of some things as well. But, ooh, you know what? Another big one. I got introduced to psychedelics while in that relationship. It was my first time doing mushrooms. Also, I learned about ayahuasca, which will be my next experience. He went to Peru. He did the ayahuasca. That was an experience that I'm geeked about, and I can't wait to try it for myself. But that's what I mean. Like, I just learned so many new things. Like, I mean, I did stuff that I've never done before, kayaking and fucking just random stuff. Like, I went to an apple orchard to pick apples. Like, it was, I know that sounds real basic, but it's like, how many guys are like, hey, let's go to the apple orchard? Like, it was, I don't know, all the way around. It was a really good experience. I would definitely rate it as one of my better relationships. Would I date another Capricorn? I don't know. Maybe not. Like, it wasn't a terrible experience, but it also wasn't the best. I would say I might give a Capricorn a chance again. I don't think we're very compatible, but the fact that he was such an evolved person in his own life and spiritually, it made it a little bit easier to deal with. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give the experience, honestly, I'd give it about, you know what? I'd give the experience like a 7, okay? And that's only because the sex was really terrible. It was bad. It was so bad. Other than that, like, it wasn't bad at all. Physically, I just couldn't do it. But he was so sexy. The man was gorgeous. He was a gorgeous chocolate man. Like, loved it. So yeah, that was pretty much it. I don't know. I don't think I have anything else to add. This video is kind of long. I didn't mean to make it so long. Hopefully I can chop it up a little bit. But next zodiac sign in the series, I'm not even sure what I'm gonna do next. I'm not even sure. Drop it in the comments. Who you guys want to hear about? I think I've dated just about all of the signs, or at least I have an experience with just about all of the signs. So yeah, what's up? Let me know. So that's the end of the video, guys. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. If you have a suggestion for my next video, drop it in the comments. Stay tuned for the next video. I'll pick some sign, and then I'll do it tonight also, so that I can just keep the videos rolling out. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and share it if you found it informative or entertaining enough. Love you guys for watching. I really appreciate you being here. Introverted Libra on TikTok, Introverted Libra on Instagram. Also, I reign 11 on Instagram. Follow me. All right, thanks guys. Love you. Good night.